I got home and I got like 30, 40 minutes to do a live, thankfully, and so we're doing it. Yesterday, I just want to mention we had a great live. It was quite long, an hour and 20 minutes or something, and that's thanks to you folks. Thank you for making it what it was. Really nice chat, talking with fun people, smart people about different topics. So you, I was gonna say you can see it. You might be able to see it on the channel. I am saying might because yesterday I couldn't see it anywhere when it was over. Now I found it in YouTube Studio, but only on my phone. I somehow managed to make it not private because when a live is done, it automatically goes to private, and then you have to uncheck it. But this one got even like it got lost. It wasn't visible. So I did some digging, found it, checked it, marked it as public, and it might be visible too. I still now I see it on my PC. I don't see it on my phone. It's a bit messy, but hopefully you folks can see it. And yeah, just that was just a fun chat. So yeah. Okay, so that's one thing, and the other thing I wanted to mention also is yesterday that chat was at around 7ish p.m., which was I think one of the best times to do it, especially for people from the U.S. But it's not a good time for me. Usually, I'm quite busy or I'm not home at that time. So this is the usual time for me, and my apologies for that. But hopefully later, sometime in the future, we'll be able to make it closer to standard or usual time for the people watching from US and people from Europe as well. I think it's later, like 6ish, 7ish would be uh, better better time for you folks, but it isn't for me at the moment at least. So my apologies. And yeah, just Friday chat. We have a question from the chat, so I'll go over it. And yeah, feel free to leave your comments, questions, anything like that. um, yeah, okay. This one's meant to shock, and I was trying to figure out if I could say anything funny about this, but nothing comes to mind. This is from Clyde, the Clyded boy. Is it? Is that correct? Well, yeah, I've got nothing for you. So yeah, sorry. Maybe someone will think of a witty response to that, but yeah, just um, I'm just gonna slide past it. And let's see. Yeah, what I wanted to say. Um, Jasmine says hello. Said hi. Hello there, Jasmine. Thank you for joining us. And Clyde is saying, "Come on, Chad, help me out here." There you go. Um, he's asking for help. Help the man out if anybody can. Feel free. But yeah, I'm gonna pass those comments. But yeah, you feel free. It's a free country. It's a free chat. As long as we're civil, I'm okay with it. Hello, Uncle. I'm from Indonesia. Hello there, Jasmine. Nice to see you. An interesting use of the word uncle there. Maybe you use it in Indonesia like that, so quite interesting. Thank you for your comment. Hope you're doing well and hope that you're having a nice day in Indonesia. Here the weather is quite hot. Hopefully you're having some nicer weather yourself. So yeah, thank you by the way for liking the video, and thank you for subscribing. If and whoever subscribes, I'm very much appreciative of that. So yeah, thank you thank you very much for that. We had one topic that we talked about yesterday that I would like to cover just quickly, but I'll get to it in just a moment. For now, just we're still in the first few minutes of the video, so I'm just seeing who's coming. If any of our regulars come by, we'll then continue, or we could continue the chat from yesterday. And Jasmine says, I'm 8 years old. Very nice to meet you, Jasmine. Thank you for sharing that. I have one question then for you. What is your favorite class in school or subject? What do you like when you go to school? What do you like to listen to? What kind of a class is your favorite class in school? Is it like art? Is it English or math or history or geography? I myself, at your age, I liked biology, but it wasn't called that. Nice to meet you too, says Jasmine. Thank you very much. But yeah, we did like drawings in biology. I remember I drew a small piggy, and I got a good grade for it. Jasmine is going. Bye, Jasmine. Thank you for being here, and hopefully see you next time. Enjoy your day. Take care. So, yeah, if anybody has any topics, questions, anything they would like to leave in the chat, feel free, and we'll go into that topic, or we'll just read your question or comment. So yeah, feel free to do that, as long as you're civil. But yeah, we had one question and one topic that we were discussing a little bit about names, and it was more about grammar and how words are formed. But Green Hat, I was going to say Red Hat, Green Hat, one of our, I would say members, but yeah, our regular people that come by the chat, let's call them that at the moment, had an interesting point. Our Tanish Shorts says hi, and Sean, not sure how to pronounce that, but let's say Sean says hi, so hello there. What's your favorite color, asks Sean. Sky blue. I don't know if you can, there it is. So that right there would be my favorite color at the moment. Sky blue, or maybe the kind of green bluish azure color that you see when you go to like a beach in Greece, like the ocean. Those would be my two favorite picks. Let us know yours. Cappy771 says, I went to Australia and even the kangaroos said, well, if you go and look that word up in the dictionary, before it meant kind, nice, so thank you. But it also, your comment made me laugh, so thank you for that as well. And traveling to Australia is quite a fun thing as well. Lots of things to see in Australia, so thank you for the comment, Cappy. Your favorite color is blue. Yes, sky blue, like that one there. I don't know if the camera shows it well, but yeah, that would be my favorite one. Cappy with the sunglasses, the shades. Yep. Thank you. So yeah, we were talking about how some names, this might be a boring topic for anybody, so by all means let me know and we'll change it. But yeah, yesterday we just left it unfinished. Some names or last names in different languages have different, are ending or are connected with the father of that lineage. So like, for example, Johnson's would be in English, or in US, I would say, or Davidson. So S-O-N, like son, that would be related to the father, and then for MC, that would be for island, like McGregor, for example. Um, Shane says, nice video. Thank you very much. Jasmine said, hi again. Welcome back, Jasmine. And thank you. Shane says, I will sub to you and like. Thank you very much. Likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you once again. It helps me, helps the channel grow, and helps me have hopefully more time to make videos and hopefully make some better videos as well for you folks. So yeah, very much appreciated. By the way, important note, stay hydrated when it's hot. Like today, we have a lot of heat. I don't know if you can see, but it's quite sunny. And yeah, trying to stay hydrated here. Shane asks, what is my name? My name is David, so very nice to meet you. You can call me David, David, or any other way you want to pronounce it. But yeah, that's my name. In English, I guess you would say David. In some other languages, you might say David or David. So yeah, it just depends on where you put the accent. And V or Kaka is here again. Says, hi Dave, it's been a long time not to see you since yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Welcome back, Kaka. Great seeing you once again. Yeah, I'm just glad to see people coming back, and hope that you're having a great day. Kaka says or asks, how's your day, Dave? Any matters? Well, today is, I would say, the same temperature as yesterday, but um, I'm feeling it's a bit cooler, or I'm dealing with it better because it's Friday, and now comes freedom, no more work, and weekend is here. So yeah, pretty awesome day from now on. And yeah, thanks to you folks. It's also quite fun chatting with you. So how about you, Kaka? How was your day, and any plans for the weekend? Shane says, Dave, it's nice to meet you. My name is Shanice. Is that the right way to pronounce it? Um, Kaka says, I asked you some question. Do you remember that? Um, like I was just mentioning, we talked yesterday about there were two questions. One was from Green Hat about um, the origin of last names and how it connects to fathers and stuff like that. And your question was about the economy. Um, and was there any other question if I was missing it? So the economy one we just started, we scratched a little bit, so we can definitely go into it more now if you like. Or was there some other question that I'm not remembering right now? Uh, yeah, just let me know and we'll get into it. Absolutely, says Kaka. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, my memory is still a little bit fuzzy because of just work-related stuff. Just a lot of work today, so I'm a bit still. My brain's buzzing, but yeah, my apologies for that. Uh, Shanice says, yeah, YouTube. Yeah, thank you for the comment, Shanice. Always great to have a lively chat. So yeah, if you like, we can continue about the economy, and then if obviously if anybody has additional questions or anything, we'll we'll get into those as well. But yeah, Kaka asked about the economy here, and we just mentioned that it's not um, really like what the numbers show, what the data shows is not realistic of what it actually is like. So there's a lot of issues and a lot of things that are connected with it, obviously. Um, a lot of things come into play when economy is concerned, and an economy, sorry, economy of entire country. Um, Shanine says, I'm going to sleep soon. Have sweet dreams, Shanine, and hopefully see you again soon. And yeah, have a great evening. So yeah, a lot of things connect to economy, obviously, and um, politics is in it as well to a great extent. Politics doesn't just mean politician, but it means like um, the way that the country functions. So that obviously includes the economy, and that's a big part of it. Shanine says me 15%, so maybe the battery is at 15%. Yeah, get a charger. Hopefully it's close to you, and yeah, I know what it's like to have a phone at a low battery. Not a fun time. So yeah, it's one thing to have like resources and things that can boost the economy, like a good workforce, educated individuals who can drive that workforce. There's also minerals and um, some things provided by nature that can be used. There's agriculture, all of that. Ask me questions. You can ask if you want, says Shanine. Let us know where you're from, Shanine, and what do you do, for example. So yeah, there's all those big factors, and the country has a lot of natural resources that it can use to boost the economy. Like, for example, it has a lot of very rich soil that it like it's not half, but it's like maybe 30% of the country. The northern part is a flat land, and you can grow a lot of things there. But the agriculture is not doing well. Okay, so Kaka says, so here's the thing. What I mean is that Indonesia is organizing a work program to Serbia, especially in the manufacturing and agricultural sectors. My question is there a labor crisis there? Okay, that narrows it down. And good question. We're getting is it related to many of teenager moving to work in Australia and Germany? So yes and no. Um, we're getting a lot of people from like Bangladesh, for example, and there's like the people from, for example, the people from Bangladesh are at the moment driving buses, city buses, and driving like delivery scooters and stuff. Um, and Shanine says, "What food do I like? Like I like chicken. I like beef. So meat, some vegetables. I like a lot of fruit, like bananas, kiwis, really nice, and I love pancakes. Those are my favorite. And so yes, it is related in a sense, but it's also the people that, for example, drove buses. They get more money in Germany and, as you mentioned, Australia or other countries. So that's part of it, definitely. Nice emojis, Shanine, by the way. So yeah, they would go to other countries to get higher salaries. That's one thing. The second thing is that kids go abroad because the system here is really bad in terms of political um, tensions and the political sorry, political situation here. And there's like the education system is going down and all kinds of other things. And so yeah, kids then go to other countries for education and then look for work as well. What I mean is the government there should actually empower the local people more, but from what I've read, it's because the salary is too low. Bye man, going to sleep, says Shanine. Bye Shanine. Good night. Hopefully see you soon. And yes, Kaka, you're right. The government here does not uh, it does not care that much about the economy of the everyday people because it can get people from other countries to work, so low cost labor. Bye. I hope you're having a great day. I am Shanine. I'm having a great day talking with you folks. So hope you have a great evening as well. See you next time. Thank you for being here. So yeah, it's people are having issues with that a lot in all kinds of sectors, and the salaries are quite low for us. Like the average salary is pretty low. And I mentioned it yesterday. The average salary is statistically higher because a lot of people, we have a large number of millionaires, and they got rich for uh, through illegal means. Um, Bye, Dave. Thank you, Shanine. Shanine says bye, so bye back to Shanine. And yeah, that's the one thing. That's okay, Dave. You have the right to speak. That is a human right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, and it should be. In some countries, I guess less, but yeah. Um, so, right, it's here basically if the ruling party has, let's say, an uneducated group of people, it's easier to control them than it is when you have a lot of educated people. So it's in their interest to get the educated people out of the country and to also lower the quality of education here so that the people that do stay don't have uh, that much education, that much stuff. And then Ivana says, hi, I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Ivana, thank you for joining us. Nice to see you again. Um, so, yeah, that's how are you doing, Ivana? What's it like in your town? And is it, are you managing the temperature? Is it quite hot as it is here? So yeah, Kaka, to answer it shortly, people that have a way to earn money, like normal money, they go abroad usually, and then people that replace them are ones that are willing to work for a very low wage, and usually that's people from some countries like maybe Bangladesh, India, and um, other places like that. But yeah, that's the way it is at the moment. And yeah, the prices kind of go up. The salaries don't follow the inflation, so that's the bad. Oh, thank you for the hearts and for the reactions. Appreciated, and thank you for the likes as well. Very much appreciate that. Also, so yeah, that I can, if you like, we can go into more depth, but that's basically it. We get people who are willing to work for lower wages. That works out for the employers. Doesn't work out for the population that's here, but yeah, that is the way it is at the moment. It can go on forever, but yeah, it's really hot today in Serbia, says Ivana. Yes, it is. It's like here 34, I think. Tomorrow, I saw it says that it's going to be 36, and Monday's going to be 39. So get ready, even for even hotter temperatures. Hopefully, you can stay cool and away from the heat. Um, Kaka says, I used to be a volunteer at a nursing home. Wow. In Heidelberg, if Germany, Dave. That was about 9 years ago. I was there for about 1.5 years at the time. There were volunteers from Serbia there too. And Ivana says yes. So hopefully Ivana will be prepared for the hot weather. Um, Very interesting, Kaka. Yes, there's a lot of some volunteers. By the way, great that you're volunteering or that you were volunteering then. I mean, it really helps out. It helps the people, obviously, but it also helps you learn something like skills, things that you can do later. You can find even a better job. So yeah, it all works out. But from Serbia as well, people that are working in nursing, like in hospitals, nursing homes, stuff like that, they do um, they do go to Germany a lot to pick up skills and to also earn better wages. Ivana says, I need to go, Dave. Bye. Take care, Ivana. Thank you for being with us, and hope you have a great weekend, great Friday, and watch out for that heat as well. So hopefully see you soon, maybe tomorrow. Bye, Ivana. Ciao. And then actually, my little sister, says Kaka, has also been studying at the university in Hamburg, Germany, for 3 years now. Really needs a lot of money. Yeah. Ivana says, okay, bye, bye, zdravo, ciao, Ivana, have a great day. And yeah, hopefully see you again soon. Bye. Ciao, says Ivana. Yep, ciao. um, so yeah, Ivana lives in a different town in Serbia than I do, and but we're like town neighbors. Let's call it that. So yeah, Germany quite expensive, and a lot of like those developed countries like Germany, France, UK are very expensive. Um, Education as well. Here, education can be free, depending on how good you score, and you could get in on the budget. If you get in on that budget, then it means your education will be free in the university. But if you don't, then you need to pay. I don't know what the system is like in Germany for that, but I know it's quite expensive. So that's tricky, but at least when your sister's done with all her training and studies, she hopefully can have a great job that pays well, but also that she's not she does something that she really wants, which counts for a lot. So I think it's a good investment of like time and money and effort to do that. So all the best to your sister, Kaka. There's a train passing by behind me, so my apologies for the loud noises, and staying hydrated. And there's also the crow. It's being quite loud, and I don't see him at the moment, but he is here. You can hear him. So yeah, it's great to go abroad, and it gave my dad a bit of a headache back then. Yeah, I can imagine. Um, and the bills just keep coming, and there's all kinds of things to pay for. Sometimes you can calculate everything and you say, okay, it's going to cost this much, but then there's always hidden costs, things that you did not expect, and you need to put more money into it. So yeah, it's quite tricky. That I understand. And yeah, for your parents, it's tricky to save all that money, but they know it's for the right cause, so that makes it worth it, definitely. But yeah, it can be quite tricky. Um, it's also a great experience, I think. Not only the education that you or she could get in school, but in maybe some jobs that you could do, like volunteering that you mentioned. Um, all all that stuff is really great, but I think it's also very, very important and useful that you meet other cultures, people from those cultures, and you get some social skills that can help you later on in life. And I don't mean just in financial ways, but in other ways as well. It could mean that, when you travel somewhere, you are not you don't feel that you're inadequate or that you are not well equipped to handle some situations. It's just things get easier. That's how it is, Dave. But I've also been helping my little sister with her pocket money for the past year. That's good of you, Kaka. Definitely something that, yeah, you should be doing. I mean, we should all help our family, brothers, sisters, moms, dads, friends, if we can. And that's really nice of you, noble of you as well. So yeah, that's good. It's good that she has someone to that she can rely on, and I'm sure she would help you out in whatever way she can if you need help. So that's always good to yeah, help each other when possible. So that's great, and you kind of build stronger bonds as well that way. So nice, very nice of you. Um, I've got an older brother, but he's quite older than me, quite a bit older. So we didn't have that kind of like he would help me out when I needed some things, but it we weren't. The difference for us is 10 years, so we never were at a point where we would hang out as kids. When I got older, then yeah, now we hang out and all that. But when we were kids, I was too little to hang out with him. So that's I'm not sure what I was aiming at here, but basically, yeah. Some bonds, sometimes you bond with people, with your family a bit later in life, and sometimes earlier. It depends. Definitely, right. That's our job as a brother. Yeah, that's true. It's not an easy job, but yeah, you you just got to do it. It is what it is. Uh, Justin Patrick is waving, and Justin is back. Great to see you once again on the live, Justin. Thank you for being with us. Hope you're having a great day, and hope that it's not that hot it is as it is here. Let us know, Justin, how you are, and if you have any questions, observations, topics, anything like that you would like us to discuss. Just one thing that I would return to here when we were talking about economy. The funny thing here is the prices of like apartments and housing, real estate in the capital skyrockets, while the prices in other places are not that different. So before it was a difference, but now it's a huge difference. And you could, if you own a flat in the city, you can sell that and have like four houses in the countryside and have some extra cash on you as well. So that's kind of crazy how it is at the moment, and the prices also keep rising. So we'll see how that ends up um, later on. But yeah, quite tricky market at the moment. Dave, why don't you start an online English learning program just as a side job? Great question, Kaka. Well, I was doing some online teaching before, but now it's not um, not worth it because the law changed, and if you earn money through online means, so if you get income as a freelancer or doing a job online and getting funds from other countries or just places, it's taxed quite heavily. So you get taxed almost 50% of what you earn, and then that's quite difficult. I would have to have huge prices for that to work. And it's just not a viable option at the moment. Before it was quite a good gig, but now, yeah, it would be quite tricky. If it would only work if I had a lot of students at once, like if I didn't have to build up the business, if I had like 50 students that I know they want the classes, and I'm saying, okay, let's start, and I have classes with 50 students, then yeah, it would work. Then I would have to like um, register as a business owner and all of that. Unfortunately, you're right. Yeah, so um, that's not an option at the moment, but we'll see. Maybe the law changes again, and then it could be an option. Take us on a walk. Love to see some of the area around you. Oh, that's a good shout, Justin. I could do that tomorrow. Small walk. Yeah, I could. Now I have this tripod and all that, so it's just. Oh, wait. I can just show you the view at the moment, but tomorrow I can, if you folks want, I can go outside of from the building and go for a walk. I did that maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, so we can do that if you like. But yeah, for now, the view is just that. So a lot of trees. That's a there. That's a big pet shop, and that area there is like a shopping mall, but it's an outside shopping mall. So basically, all the stores. It's a big parking lot, and then you walk outside, and you just enter the store that you want. Um, that right there is just some office building. They have lots of garages there for I don't know what they use them for, but I'm guessing it's just stuff that they ship out or send to other places. And there's a small restaurant there that used to be okay, but now it's not that good. And that's an abandoned factory. There's two or three abandoned factories. They're quite close to each other, so I'm not sure what that one is. But one of them was making tires. Another was making engines, and the third one was not sure what the third one was making. But yeah, three abandoned factories, probably going to be all just building complexes when they're destroyed. Uh, and what else could I show you? Neighbors live there. There's another house over there. I don't know if you can see it. And that's pretty much it from what I can show you from this balcony. I can't show you inside because at the moment my wife's working, so I wouldn't want to bother her now. My apologies, but yeah. Like I said, but actually, Indonesia still needs a lot of English teachers over here. The salary for English teachers, foreign English teacher, well-known tutoring centers and private schools is quite good. Wonderful weather as well. Yeah, thank you. That's a great shout out. If we were thinking of working abroad, that would definitely be something to consider. Um, Thank you. And yeah, teaching is a fun job. Usually that is, and it's also quite meaningful and fulfilling. So that's good. Justin says super neat. Thank you. Glad you think so. It's summer, isn't it? Asks Kaka. Yeah, it's summer, so quite hot. Winters are quite cold. Winter can be like -10, -15, but now it's summer and it's very hot. And it's that hill that you see over there. Yeah. Um, you can walk a little bit on top, like you can get to the top of the hill, but most of it is like a military base. And we were at one point, like this was 20 years ago, um, even more. Do you know Justice Raid? I'm not sure. Who is that? Uh, Let me know. This is from Justin. But yeah, that hill has a military base, and at one point we were over 20 years ago. Uh, we were bombed, and there were a lot of bombs hitting that hill, um, and you could hear and feel explosions. And the only way to save your windows at the time was to open them up and go like with some tape, scotch tape or something, go make like an X or something to stop the glass from shattering. So just a small piece of information there. Justin says he done the 5,000 euro house in the Balkans. Okay, I have not seen that or heard about it. I'll Google it after the live. Thank you. Interesting. Is it um, like a side project that he did, like a 5,000 euro house? How to make a 5,000 euro house in the Balkans, something like that, which is very cheap, but sounds like an interesting video. So I'll definitely look it up if it's a video. If I'll see the story. I'll Google the story and yeah, see. But thank you, Justin. Um, what are social relations between neighbors over there, Dave? Because the culture in every place is a bit different. That is very true. Kako, thank you for the question. It's yeah, everywhere is a bit different. Um, like for example, I'll give you three three examples. Um, there's the inner city area, so like the downtown. You have those neighbors. Then there's like the city outskirts, which is kind of this where I am now. And then you have small towns and villages. So in the city center, um, there's not a lot of um, relations actually going between neighbors. They would say, "Oh, hello, hello, how's it going? Good, bye." That's about it. Sometimes you wouldn't even say hello to a neighbor who lives in the same building as you, which is kind of sad, if you ask me. But yeah, it is what it is. Here, it depends, but people usually know each other. They grew up together and didn't leave, and so there's, uh, I guess, good relations then with the neighbors, and they can ask for help, uh, borrow stuff, things like that. Some neighbors hang out. which is great. And for example, we had a good experience when this was a few years ago, we returned from the airport by a taxi, and we lost or left our passports in the taxi. The driver drew off, and we were trying to get him, but he was one of those taxi drivers that doesn't have um, uh, I don't know how you would say it, like an organization, so you couldn't contact them. And long story short, we were desperate for the passports, but we had no way of getting them. The taxi driver found them, got to our building. This was the next day, and he didn't know where we lived, like the exact flat, but he knocked on doors of our neighbors and said, look, someone in this building lost their passports, please give them to them. And when we returned, our neighbors gave us the passports. So that was quite nice. And I'll get back to the people who were neighbors in small towns, but first I'll answer or read the other comments. So Justin says, do you like pizza? I love pizza. I don't eat it that often because I guess it's not that healthy, but I love pizza in general. So yeah, thank you for that question. How about you, Justin? And do you like a special kind of pizza, like Hawaii, like pineapple on pizza or something like that, or do you like the usual ones? I myself like pizza that doesn't have a thick crust and more. It's softer. Um, oh, nice. Welcome back. Um, Shanine says, I'm back, my friend. Welcome back. Thank you for being with us. Nice to see you again. You had a short break, and hopefully your phone has been charged. So, yeah, thank you for coming back. And yeah, the neighbors that live in small towns or villages are very open with each other. That to me sometimes is even too open because they would come unannounced. We were, for example, once having a barbecue, and we prepared food for our friends in a small town, and then neighbors who lived across from us and next to us and all that, they just came in to have the barbecue as well, uninvited. And it was tricky because we thought that we wouldn't have enough food for everybody. So stuff like that can be a bit too much sometimes. Um, Shiny says, I was making my bed, that's why. Understandable. It takes time, and yeah, now hopefully it's all good. Hopefully you don't have any more chores for tonight, Shiny. In any social environment, there will always be problems between individuals and groups. Yes, very true. What is the culture like over there when it comes to resolving them, Dave, especially in rural life or small town? Um, Thank you, Shani, for the lively, vivid images. The culture in big cities, small towns, and rural areas is definitely quite different, says Kaka. Yes, I agree 100%. And a good question, Kaka, as per usual. It's they resolve it usually by like people here are quite energetic and kind of like you sometimes you would hear shouting and you think if you don't understand the language you would think something bad has happened, but some people just shout that way, I guess to show some sort of emotion and stuff like that. So that's one thing. But there's also it can be common that they have some altercation between neighbors. It can usually it's verbal, but it also could be physical depending on the issue that they are having. So sometimes it's resolved and they make up and are good neighbors again. But sometimes they don't talk. So it would, yeah, it would depend on the issues that they have. But it's usually like resolved with some shouting and all that. And then when the dust settles, then they come again and say, "Look, I apologize," or say, "I'm sorry," and then make up. That's, I guess, mostly the case. Um, Shanice says, "I'm going to school at Monday." I see. So hopefully you have a great weekend, and then you are refreshed for Monday to go to school. Do you have a favorite subject, Shanine? Let us know in the chat. And I also should mention my phone is getting too hot at the moment, so I'm probably gonna have to end the live within maybe 5 minutes. Sorry about that, but yeah, just wanted to let you know. Kaka says some people just let it go, kind of like that. And Shani says I like math, by the way, and PE. Awesome, yeah. Everybody enjoys PE. I would say that's great that you like it too. Means you can be like very energetic and grow up, nice and tall and healthy and all that. And math, very important in life for a lot of different jobs and things. So good for you, Shani. So yeah, some people just can let it go, but usually there's a lot of confrontation, like shouting, and even some physical confrontation at times in those smaller areas. And it can happen in big areas too. I'll just give you an example right after I answer Shani. How old are you? She asks. I am 34. Yeah, in May, so last month, I turned 34. Thank you for the question. So yeah, like we had when was this? Like 2 years ago. I remember a neighbor who's he's like a building next to this one. You can't see the building from here. Um, he was throwing firecrackers, and he's an older guy. Older guy. He's not young. He's like a bit older than me. Um, he was throwing firecrackers, and for whatever reason, I don't know why he was doing that, but throwing them off the balcony, and one of them fell in front of another neighbor that lives here. That neighbor was like, "What the hell are you doing?" He started shouting. The guy up there was shouting back at him, and then the neighbor who was down there, he got real mad and started climbing the stairs, wanting to fight the guy. But then the other guy, when he saw that, he was like, "Okay, calm down. I'm sorry." Da da da. And then they were like, "Okay, that's it. You're sorry. Don't do that again. All good." And they resolved it like that. Um, and Shani says, "I'm a 7-year-old girl. Do you know Oliver Treat?" I do not know Oliver Treat. I can Google him or as well, but that is interesting. I will see what Oliver Treat is all about. And yeah, very nice to meet you, Shani. So thank you for being with us. Every country, city, small town, villages and areas has its own crime rates. Yeah, that's true. What is your perspective on how things are over there? Great question, Kaka. Well, the crime rate in smaller towns is low, I would say. Um, and it's in this, for example, in the capital, um, there's two factions of like hooligans or people that are rooting for it's either Red Star or Partizan. Those are two clubs, football club or basketball club, and they have their supporters, and then those two hooligans clash during like derbies and stuff like that. And during that time, it's relatively unsafe just going to the derby. There's also a lot of unfortunately now, we've had for over 10 years um, people who were criminals and who went to prison. They were glorified on some television channels. They would go to reality shows and stuff like that. And so some kids would think, oh, that's cool, and they try and behave that way, and they would cause some problems. The biggest issue that we have is that the crime rate is high in some places. There's high corruption, and so there's rival crime gangs that are fighting for territory, but not like a war that you can see on the street, like shootings. They own a lot of restaurants, and so they would torch each other's restaurants when they are at night, when they are not occupied by people, and that's the way they fight each other. And unfortunately, a lot of people from the government are connected with those um, crime syndicates, and then that gets to be an issue as well. Oliver Tree died at June 14th. He is called Oliver Tree. Rest in peace, Oliver Tree. Sorry to hear that. Sorry, I forget what year he died. Sorry to hear that about Oliver. But yeah, thank you for letting us know. So yeah, I'll just wait for one more minute to see if there's any more comments or questions. Um, but I'll need to end the live soon because yeah, my phone is getting really hot at the moment. Oliver Tree was born 1993, so he was then a year younger than me. What about armed? Kaka is asking for about armed robberies. For example, someone who is just walking and suddenly gets robbed at gunpoint or knife point. Those are not common at all. Like those don't happen. You could potentially be pickpocketed if you go to some uh, busy, real busy area, and if you're not careful, but it's rare. But yeah, like gunpoint robbery or knife point, it's quite rare. It can happen, but yeah. What I mean is, what are the firearm regulations like over there? You are not allowed to have firearms. Um, you cannot have like concealed carry, open carry, none of that. And you can have special permission or special permits for some firearm, but you only can keep it in your house. That's it. And you need to um, refresh that permit every, I don't know how long, like 6 months or something. So lots of people are, like people in general, are not allowed to carry weapons. Uh, because we had war like 2 decades ago or over 2 decades ago, uh, there's people that still have a lot of firearms, but yeah, they don't use them. Um, Now I have to play. Don't stop the live. Okay, I will come back. I'm sorry, Shanine, but I'll have to go myself. So I'll have to stop the live um, now within like a minute or so, and then uh, tomorrow I'll do a live, and hopefully we will be back in this nice chat as well. Um, and like Justin asked, maybe I can do a walk and show you folks around also. Um, So Kaka says, just cops and military have guns. Is that right? Yes, yes, that's exactly it. So only police and military can carry weapons, and they do carry them. You usually can see a lot of cops on the streets here, like a lot. When I say a lot, I mean when you're walking by, you can see cop cars somewhere parked or things like that. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. You're open-minded, Dave. Nice. Yeah, I try to be. I like to hear different opinions and things that I maybe don't agree with at first, and then try and see, can I agree with this or not? If not, why not? Stuff like that. So yeah, I try not be close-minded, but who knows? Maybe for some subjects I am, but I just haven't explored those parts of my understanding of things. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for saying that. I try to be. I think naturally I'm that way, but you never know, right? There could be some situation where I'm like not budging for some reason. If you have something you need to work on, you can just jump back on the live later, Dave. That is a great point, Kaka. If I get the time today, I'll jump back in. If not, then tomorrow I'll do it tomorrow morning and Sunday morning as well. So yeah, thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for all those insightful uh, questions, observations, and other comments. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the likes and subscriptions. Take time as you need, says Kaka. Thank you, Kaka. And see you soon, my friend. Take care, folks. Hopefully, see you again soon. Have a great Friday.